All right, Rush. Two amazing games today. But why am I say two amazing? One game there, like two video. Let's start with. All right, Rush. We just witnessed an outstanding game. Kingston College versus St. George's College. What are your thoughts on the game today?
What I think, bro, I think that the KC supporters really need a game like this. A game where we can say that it wasn't, Dujan Richard's best game and still managing to outclass the opponent. I feel like that will do well for the supporters in terms of, how they feel and their confidence, towards the rest of the Manning Cup. I feel like it was a really good game by Kingston College. I feel like it was more of a team performance by the team, and I love to see that. I love to see that from them. St. George's College, on the other hand, bro, their intensity seemed to be going down. This is not the first game I'm saying this. We've watched numerous games where their performances just have been below the standard that we've become accustomed to from St. George's College. So I'm not excited about St. George's College. I think they can do better. I think they can play better. But I feel like on the Kingston College end, I feel like they should be really excited about how their team played today.
Bro, the likes of Zabir Taylor, Brian Burkett, they were really underwhelming. Normally when seeing St. George's College play, they tend to stamp their authority in games. Not necessarily the most physical team, but technically, they're often way superior to anybody that they come up against. I think, in my humble opinion, obviously, I've been proven wrong. St. George's College possesses the players who are more technically gifted than the Kingston College player. So what I expected, especially coming off the bat of an embarrassment at home, I thought they would have possessed the ball. I thought they would have been more controlling, more decisive with the passes that they decided to make. I thought they would have been more intentful, with getting forward, moving the ball around, so on and so forth. But it seems like Kingston College's physicality, bro, really got to them and got them out of their game. Mm-hmm. This George's team, hands down, looks soft, bro. And Kingston College with the likes of Shakes, who we'll speak more about in just a few moments. They really dominated the midfield. Their physicality, especially they had a central defender playing at right back today, I think, and he was absolutely outstanding. Brian Burkett was having no luck down the flanks because of that brilliant tactical move by Coach Watson. So I think KC out-muscled them. They out-hustled them, and they were just simply more physically dominant.
You made a take a while ago. You said that St. George's College have the better technical players. Yeah. They're more gifted than the Kingston College players, and I shared that opinion coming into the Manning Cup. But watching the two teams and watching a considerable amount of games, I can say I'm not sure of how wide the margin is, bro. Because when I watch this Kingston College team, I think that their defenders are really good. They're solid technically. Yeah. The defenders might even be better than St. George's College. That's not a bad take to make.
To be honest, I think I can definitively say that Kingston College has better defenders than St. George's.
Yeah, where I think St. George's College need to step up some more is their midfield, because I really do believe that they have a better midfield than Kingston College.
And that's where their bread and butter should be. Mm-hmm. The technical talent that they possess within their midfield.
Yeah, and the attacking line speaks for itself. I feel like there are few teams that can compete with Kingston College's attacking line.
St.
George's College's no, Kingston College's attacking line. I feel like that, just the input of Whisper alone, takes that attacking line over the top. So, you said that St. George's College, they were dead in the water today.
Yeah.
What do you think caused that? Because you also did say that they are better technical players. So what is the issue? Is it coaching? Is it just not being up for the game? What do you think caused that?
No, as I said, Kingston College, though, not necessarily technically as good as St. George's in the midfield. They out-muscled them, they out-hustled them. Mm-hmm. So I think the size, strength, and athleticism of Kingston College, because let's face it, though George's has technical players, Kingston College is bigger, stronger, and more athletic.
Yeah.
And I think that's where they stamp their authority. And let's get into some individual performances. Samuel Shakes, he was absolutely outstanding today. He bossed the game from minute 1 to minute 90. Or I think he came off in about the 70th minute or so on, or at a point like that. He was absolutely outstanding. With every single touch he made, he was deliberate with his actions. His dribbles were necessary. He didn't take a single unnecessary touch. All his passes were absolutely accurate. And he moved the ball very well from his 18-yard box to the opponent's 18-yard box. And he was so efficient, not wasting a single movement. Samuel Shakes was absolutely amazing. What say you?
I agree with you. In fact, we spoke to the coach after the game and he said that Samuel Shakes is just as important as Dujan Richards to the Kingston College team. I tend to disagree with that, but I understand what he's trying to say. He's very important to that team. Another player I can throw at you, bro, Blaine Byam. He inspires, he inspires this Kingston College team with his performance, with the way he leads this team. I feel like he's sure-footed. He doesn't floops any kick. He's assured at the back. And I feel like, his keeper gets a lot of confidence from him, and you can tell. He's the leader of his Kingston College team, and I think his name needs to be brought up when we're talking about the best players in the Manning Cup.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that, his leadership, he's so dominative. He makes his voice heard. In addition to the fact that he leads with his play, he's confident, he's there on every 50-50, and as I said, he just inspires confidence in all of his players.
Yeah.
Tajay Lee, bro, their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I think he's gone under the radar. I've been very critical of him, considering that he's not necessarily the tallest goalkeeper, and because of that, I tend to be biased to goalkeepers over 6'2". But when he's called upon, bro, have you seen him make a mistake? He's gotten to all his squares. He's been very confident with how he dominates his box, even though he's not the biggest of players. He moves the ball on his feet very well, and I think he inspires confidence in his team just by the way he plays.
Yeah, I agree with you. And one more player, we can't round up this game if we don't talk about Dujan Richards. We personally think the best player in the Manning Cup, and he showed that today. He wasn't his best.
Is it we personally think, or is it consensus?
Bro, I think it's consensus. But just for the sake, just to keep our opinions clear, we do think he's the best player in the Manning Cup, bro. And he was on show today. Oftentimes we say that the Manning Cup looks too easy for him. He seems to be a level above the Manning Cup, and it's something that we will continue to say. So we have to mention him. Not the greatest game from him today, but we're wrapping up the Kingston College game.
Just my takes on Dujan Richards. We've seen him play better games, but he was still outstanding. But my, can he provide a moment? Like with Reggae Boys who speak about Michael Antonio and his ability to just come out of nowhere and provide a moment. I think that's what Dujan Richards offered to this Kingston College team. Yeah. In addition to so many other things. But just the ability to take up the ball and perform a few skill moves, put it under the keeper's leg, goal. A lot of people say that goal that he scored today is by accident. It was a cross. But I can tell you, I was very close to the field, and that was very deliberate from him. One thing I must say though, I spoke to his father after the game, and he said that, he's not even 100% right now. Yeah. He's traveling with a bug today. Yeah. And he went out and he showed his class again, being the best player on the field. You can tell when you watch him, even if he's not having his best game, you can tell that he's the best player on the pitch. But anyways, that was the Kingston College versus St. George's College, a 4-1. Some would say a surprising result, but it's a story that has been told before. And you know what they say about history? If it happens once, it can happen again, people.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for listening to our post-game analysis. This was This or That Sports TV.
And we're out.